Hello friends, in the last section we have discussed about the layer at which the IP address works. So let us try to understand the composition of an IP address. So friends, before moving on to the composition part, IP address versions needs to be understood first. So this IP address is having two classes, IP version 4 and IP version 6. Okay, so so friends, before IPv4 addresses were used, and nowadays the address range within IPv4 is not sufficient, and that is where IPv6 has been introduced. So as part of IPv4, we can have 4.2 billion addresses included in this particular version, but now that limit has been exceeded, and now that is the reason why IPv6 has been introduced. So friends, IP version 4, if we talk about, it is a 32-bit address. So IP version 4 is a 32-bit address, and IP version 6 is 128-bit address. So when we say IPv4, you might have come across blogs or informative websites where it is clearly written that IPv4 is a 32-bit address. So why is it so, right? So let us first try to understand the composition of an IP address. So friends, now I am specifically talking about IP version 4. So the IP address is divided into 4 different parts. So this, or we can say 4 different fields. So this is the first field, the second field, third, and the fourth field. So if you look at any IPv4 address, it is written something like this: 192.168.10.10, right? So the fields are separated using a dot here, okay? And guys, when you look at the IP address, okay, first thing you need to know is that it's a 4-field address. And example of an IP address I have already written here, and each field of this IP address is made up of 8 bits. Okay, so if you translate or if you convert this decimal number into binary, so it's a 8-digit number. It's a 8-bit binary number. So if you look at the number of fields, so there are 4 fields in the IP address, and each field has 8 bits. So if you multiply 4 fields by 8 bits, so it's coming to 32. So that's the reason why we call IP address or IPv4 address as 32-bit address. So I hope you understood the concept, my friends. So let's move on to the next part and discuss about IPv6. Thank you for watching.